Peace, beautiful people. On today's video, we're going to be doing a DoubleTree ring pour with a little bit of white negative space added in. If that's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. It definitely helps me out. So let's talk colors. Here we're using our Craftsmart white as our base in one of our color layers. Apple Barrel Red to introduce our colors. We have an Apple Barrel Spiced Berry, which is one of my favorites to create that burgundy crimson. Here we have one of my favorite metallics, which is our DecoArt Dazzling Metallics Rich Espresso. And then we also introduce our DecoArt Dazzling Metallics Rose Gold. Now when it comes to layering your colors, important note, whatever you put in first will be the last thing to come out. I like to put in my whites, especially when doing this type of a pour, because a nice white contrast against the center helps it to stand out, especially when I'm going to be creating a negative white space between the two ring pours that I'm doing. I generally try to create the colors by putting down whatever the main focal color is. In this state it's red, followed by a layer of whatever my first metallic is or my first dark color is. And then I follow up with another of that color, which would be the spice berry in this case. And then the second metallic and another layer of white. Now the important thing to note right here is how I'm pouring into my cups. A big distinction with pouring your paints in your cups is generally made between what sets up a dirty pour versus what allows you to layer your colors. A dirty pour, you're just pouring your colors into your cup, and how they mix is how they mix. When you're trying to layer them and keep some kind of separation, you actually want to pour along the inside of the cup. So if you notice on the cup on the right of the image, you can actually see where some of that paint is running along the inside of the cup. That's how you know that you're layering it. You pour against that cup and allow it to go in, and that keeps the rings separated within the cup. Now, when it comes to creating your rings in this type of a pour, there's two primary ways to do it. You can either just go for a straight pour, or you can get very slight rotation at the wrist, and that creates a little bit more definition in your rings. The faster you pour the paint out, the less rings, the less separation you get. If you slow that thing down and continue to give that slight rotation, or just slow it down and pour it straight on, you're gonna get more separation, more definition, and in most cases, a higher number of rings. So slow your roll. You ain't gotta speed up. Now here you see me going in with that white. That's gonna work for two purposes. The first, it's going to create the negative space that I'm going for in between my two rings. But what it also does is it promotes movement by engaging with that paint on the outside. Anytime you notice that you have paint that doesn't seem to be moving like you want, give it a little bit more free paint along the outer edge, and it'll encourage it to move and encourage it to get a little bit around that paint, that canvas for you. Now, unfortunately, while I'm doing my art, I can't always turn it toward the camera, but here I decided I'm gonna step to the side because after all, I am creating an art piece. I'm just really trying to focus on giving y'all some of the imagery of what you see, some of the actual motion of the paint, especially when it comes to something that has distinct definition like this. Here I'm encouraging it to stretch a little bit more, create some more of that separation, some more definition, some more of that design. Right here I want to add a little bit more coverage for my corners, because I'm going to keep those negative aspects around there and keep some separation at the end point for those rings. Now from here, it really is just a matter of examining my canvas, make sure I don't have any misses, nothing that's uncovered, because the last thing you want is a beautiful painting and have exposed canvas showing through. And here we are with our end result. I really do love the way that those colors highlight and contrast with each other. Those metallics against the reds definitely bring it out. And I think that negative white space really does work for the separation on this piece to really give definition to those rings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, share. And if there's any colors that you'd like to see me work with, please drop it in the comments. As always, y'all be great. Peace.